Time for Fox Carolina weather. Weather Rate certified most accurate local forecast.
We had some gorgeous weather for this 4th of July, a few pop-up showers here and there. Ben is back to give us another look at our forecast. And Ben, I want to talk about something, the eclipse that we're seeing tonight. I think it is the buck moon. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me when that starts if you know any details about that. I'm kind of curious to pop my head out after the show and take a little bit of a look.
Yeah, it should be a pretty good view overall. The fullest of the moon will be seen just after midnight, 12:44, I believe. I'll have a graphic on that in just a second. But let's recap today for just a couple of minutes. It was very hot. Look at these high temperatures, 93 degrees at downtown Greenville Airport. Also the case in Anderson, Toccoa, and Newberry. So very hot 4th of July, but overall not a bad one. We had a couple of showers and storms, as Shale mentioned, but a couple that got a little bit strong to severe briefly, but didn't cause any real major problems. For the time being, we sit in the 70s and 80s, so still a bit warm and muggy, but showers have really, for the most part, dissipated. Here's a look at the current satellite and radar. A couple of leftover sprinkles on the east side of McDowell and Rutherford counties, but that's really about it. We're not expecting really any precipitation during the overnight. We'll start dry tomorrow, much like we did today. Showers and storms redevelop during the afternoon, primarily in the mountains. A couple of those might make it in the upstate, and there's always that outside chance that a couple of those become a little bit strong, but no organized severe weather threat is in place. Now, fast forwarding to Monday, we'll start to feel the effects of a really weak low pressure system moving in from the south, and that's going to result in a little more coverage in afternoon showers and thunderstorms. It'll start in the upstate and then eventually work its way into the mountains. Now, looking ahead to tonight, there's the full details on the full buck moon. It's happening tonight, completely full at about 12:44 a.m. So it's a good view now. It's only going to get better for about the next couple of hours. And there's going to be a very minor lunar eclipse happening. So that's going to be very, very subtle. If I'm being completely honest, it's going to be not really the most impressive sight. The full moon will be, but the eclipse is going to be very subtle. So if you see some shadowing on the moon, that's probably why. 70 degrees for your overnight low temperature in the upstate tonight. Patchy fog. Also the case in the mountains with a low temperature of 64. Planning ahead to your Sunday, 60s, low 70s to start, along with lots of sunshine. Very isolated to spotty showers and a few thunderstorms. A little bit more so in the mountains than the upstate, but overall coverage should stay low. Highs will be, once again, very high for this time of year. 87 and 93 is what we're looking at for our Sunday planner. So, rating the day, we're going to go with, since it's such a similar day to today, we're going to go with a 9 out of 10 on the Carolina Sky Meter. So, overall, not a bad day considering what time of year it is, but still really something we can accept. Turning our attention now to the tropics, we had a quick tropical depression form today. Tropical Depression 5 is several hundred miles off the eastern seaboard of the United States. Currently it has winds at 35 miles per hour, but it's moving northeast at 18 miles per hour. So in other words, away from land. So not expecting any impacts from this. Notice though, it is going to likely strengthen into a weak tropical storm over the next few hours, but it's not expected to bring any impacts anywhere. And the next name on the list that it would take, if it becomes named, would be Edouard. That is the E name on the 2020 storm name list. So luckily it is not expected to bring any major impacts to our area or the United States. 7-day forecast looks like this. Isolated showers and storms tomorrow will start to decrease those temperatures and up those storm chances a little bit Monday, but more so Tuesday on Wednesday, which is also when temperatures scale back in the lower middle 80s, but will warm back up and shower and storm coverage will gradually decrease by Thursday and Friday and into next weekend as well. Shale?